Previously on Status London.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, no, you did a great job with Amanda. She looks fantastic.
I think here's to more collaboration.
Yeah, I drink to that.
I got a date!
Right, can I just ask one thing?
Just one.
Is this serious? And execute, then we deliver. Travis J ain't come to play, you know what I'm saying?
In order to be successful, in my opinion, I feel there are sacrifices that need to be made. One of the sacrifices I made when coming into this industry was not spending as much time with my family. I know they understand, but right now it's time for me to make at least one day available a week to see my niece, and that's exactly what I need to do. I need to see my sister, I need to see my niece. What was your WhatsApp picture the other day? You had I think it was Lexi with a box.
Yeah, that was a happy box.
She looked well chuffed.
Yeah, we spent 3 hours doing it. She had to make a happy box. So we got a plain box, shoe box, and then we decorated it with glue, paint, sequins, feathers. So she put things in there what she loved, like she put a picture of her and her dad.
Yeah.
She put a picture of me and her at the aquarium.
Yep.
She put a map of Legoland, a Thumper teddy bear, what she loves.
Yeah.
Dr. Mutt stuffing stuff. And then at nursery on Friday, she had to present it to the class and explain why she loved each item.
How's nursery with her at the moment?
Yeah, she's good. Miss Popular again.
So she's got all new friends and stuff now?
Yeah.
And she's got more friends than just the hamsters. I actually keep missing Mum's call, but I don't know, I think she understands. We caught up the other day. She said she's been struggling to lose weight and stuff, so we was chatting about food and stuff. She always had loads of excuses as to why she can't run, and then all of a sudden she ran me the other day. Oh, I lost this amount of weight, I lost this amount of weight. Why is that then, Mum? Oh, because I've been running. I've been telling you to run for how long? But yes, I need to make more time and stuff, and yeah, just for the family and that. But how's everything going with you anyway?
It's good. It's coming to the end of my course now, so I'm just studying a lot.
And how did your exam go?
Yeah, I passed the practical one.
I'm actually quite proud of you.
Aww.
I know. Cute, aren't I? Well done. High five. Anyway, I've got to go.
Give me a hug and a kiss then.
No. Anyway, I've got to go and do the show. Hug.
Bye.
So I thought it'd be a great idea to get to know Seb, find out what he's really about. So I invited him to my boy Darius tonight, who's a table tennis champion's secret den.
So how did you get into the music game, man? See you all over Instagram, got your fingers in all the pies right now.
Do you know what? Growing up in Brixton and with a strict dad, there was a lot of shotters and all the guys, the guys with money. And I'm not saying all of them were drug dealers, but a lot of them were. And I wanted to kind of almost live that lifestyle without doing the crime, because my dad would whoop my ass, do you understand what I mean? So I got into promotion, started off at Brixton Fridge, doing under 18s, and graduated when I came of age to West End. I was doing it out of fun and love and meeting women, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But as I got older and having kids and stuff, I felt like I reached the ceiling on what I could do in Clubland in London.
Yeah.
So I watched this film called Love Jones. And
Love Jones?
Love Jones. Have you seen it?
No.
What? It's a poetry film.
Okay.
Based in America, and yeah, Lawrence Tate and Nia Long. Go watch it. And I remember going to Atlanta and going to a comedy club, and DMX came in, and DMX just started to come in and cursed the industry, and I was like, oh my God, that's DMX, and yo, that's DMX, like, and I remember going to the promoter and goes, oh, how much was it to kind of get DMX to do an event like this? And he goes, oh, it's poetry. Like, a lot of these artists has come here to express themselves. What made you get into poetry?
Well, my dad had me reciting poetry from 8 or 9. He used to reward us for it, man. Like, and I was always quite good at memorizing. And then I kind of actually just enjoyed. I was like, let me try writing some poetry. And obviously it just starts off of them. I remember being in like physics or something where I just didn't care for the subject, and I'd just be writing poems in my book all day long, man. I used to recite it for my friends, and they obviously didn't really understand it at the time. I'd be like, oh man, I know this poem off by heart.
And they weren't really cool at the time, was it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And not even, the thing is, I always thought it was going to get me the girls, man. Even the girls weren't even interested. They were just like, he does poetry.
But see, I think it's Love Jones. And a lot of women started to watch Love Jones, and that's where I came up with a brand called Poetry Love, where we never had a platform or a hangout where we could just come and hear some cool poetry, some jazz, and that's where I came up with. In fact, you have to come down, bro.
I want to spit some.
I want to see you recite some spoken word.
100%, man.
It was really good to meet Play and get to know him a little bit better and understand the man behind the brand.
On my way to see my foster mum. It's been a little while. Lovely to chat to her, catch up. Mum, look what I got ya. Hey.
Yeah. I was going to ask you where my baby shower was.
I remember Friday nights. Was it Fridays or Saturdays?
Friday.
That's it. What was he? I think he used to call it
Payday.
Yeah.
When Dad got paid.
And then you used to have Bacardi and Coke.
Yeah.
And then I used to go and steal the baby shower.
Yeah.
Or you'll just find my head in your Bacardi and Coke.
Well, it wasn't that cruel. I did buy you a Coke and some crisps.
How's everyone? How's you?
I'm not too bad.
Are you preparing for winter? Do you enjoy?
Hopefully, yeah.
Let me know if you need anything.
What have you been doing?
Keeping busy in London. Just, it's crazy up there. Like, I feel like I'm a lot calmer down here. But up there, I'm definitely doing loads of different things. So the makeup, bits of the photography. The teaching is quite important to me, just helping young people. And a few other things. So I feel like I have to bring all of those things under kind of one umbrella.
Yeah.
Which I feel like I'm struggling to do at the moment. But for me, there's a reason why I do each one. There's actually a reason that means something to me. Just like changing my name to Gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's like the meaning comes from like you calling me gorgeous like all my life.
Yeah.
And I do think it's a case of I chose that because it means something to my childhood, and I'm always kind of going back to my childhood. So. Yeah, what do you think about me changing it?
I knew you would. I thought you would. It's your character.
Definitely that. It more describes how I feel and want to be rather than...
Yeah, but don't forget, for years and years, for all the years, all your life, I've heard you say, when I've said, it was even in your childhood that it came out. After me saying it, because I used to say, how are you today? And you used to say, I'm gorgeous. So it was no surprise.
Very funny.
The whole family knew you as A.O. Gorgeous anyway.
Definitely. But then again, I suppose it's a thing where because people don't know like my story, I suppose, they will just assume that I'm up my backside because I call myself gorgeous. But there's always a bigger reason, always a bigger reason.
Yeah. Do you get many comments about it?
Some people either love it, it's like Marmite. Some people love it or hate it. There's kind of not really much in between. Some people either really love it or really hate it. I just passed, on the way up, I just passed school. Was it Manor Park?
Manorfield.
That's it, Manorfield. What was my first day there like? Because I actually don't remember it.
Well, fortunately, we only lived quite near it. It was just one road to go to, but it's quite a dangerous road. So I took you to school, dropped you off, and you was looking at me going like that, so I felt really sad. And on the way home, my friend said to me, I said, I feel really guilty. I was really pleased to get rid of him for a few hours, and now I feel guilty. The way he was looking at me, I feel guilty. So she said, come and have a cup of coffee. So I had a cup of coffee and a cigarette. Then I got home, opened the door, and I thought, well, the telly's on and the light's on, and I can't remember leaving that on. I'm sure I turned it off. And when I walked into the front room, you were sitting there with a orange juice, glass of orange juice, telly on, biscuits on the plate, and you said to me, where have you been? So I said, what the bloody hell are you doing home? I can't believe it. And you said, you heard a bell ring. You said, well, the bell rang. I quite like it there. It's all right. I might go back again tomorrow. And it was only the end of assembly. I had to take you back to school and tell them that you'd come home after assembly.
Oh, that's so funny. And you took me back. I was going to go back the next day.
Well, it was awful. They would have been looking for you. You were disappearing. You thought you'd done a day's school after half an hour.
So funny. My foster father passed away quite a few years ago now, and I always wanted to keep a connection with him. And the gorgeousness came from my foster family, and I thought by changing my name, but still keeping my traditional Nigerian name, would keep me close to both sides of my family.
For me, family is very important. I don't hold anything higher than family in terms of value. Because, end of the day, you can't choose your family. And, if you're blessed like I am, to have a family that you love and everybody feels like best friends, there's nothing more important than that to me. And the thing is with my family, because everybody's an entertainer, it's so crazy. My mum, Angela Ma, comedian, playwright, director, all these different things. My dad, he's a singer, songwriter, producer. So I've grown up with entertainment always in the background of my life. So me being a comedian is not really a surprise. I couldn't have been a librarian. I wouldn't have made it on the dining room table banter. It would have been a madness. But yeah, I'm noticing though, with the poetry, you're following the female fan base.
So you're doing it for female?
No, I'm just saying what I've noticed. I don't need to do anything for females.
That's a sensitivity.
And one thing I know is going to happen. At some point, my mum's going to ask me, have I got a girlfriend yet? Mums just don't understand. But I'm looking forward to it nonetheless. Relationships.
You got a girlfriend?
Pardon? That was direct. We were talking about poetry.
Tyler's got a girlfriend.
Is it? Man, like?
Yeah, I've got a girlfriend.
Lovely girl.
All right.
She's nice.
See? Told you. I knew she was gonna ask. I knew she was gonna ask. Every time, every single time. So you know what it is? You gave him the good looking genes.
No.
I'm out of 10, I'm like 7, calm. 7 with my banter on top of that, 9.5. It's alright, I've got a good package, right? But you look at him, I'm just like, how comes?
Why don't you want a relationship?
What do you mean I don't want a relationship? Why did you just make such a tremendous assumption?
But you could have a relationship. You could settle down, you could do things nicely.
There's so many things that could happen in life.
But you're just presuming here that he doesn't have a relationship. I know, that's what I was
Yeah, but he doesn't have a relationship that he takes home.
I don't have a relationship.
You have relationships. You see girls, when I see him and I walk up to him and he looks at me like, don't say nothing. And you know what I want to say? When are you coming home for dinner? So how's the gigs going?
You know what, it's going well, but the scene is quiet at the moment. So I've kind of been working on different projects, like a short film that I'm writing at the moment.
Why's the scene quiet?
I don't know, I don't know. I think either people are getting a little bit bored of the repetitiveness.
In my day, we were good.
Oh.
You know what that means?
Well,
you got to be more inventive.
That's all it is.
Yeah. It's true.
But it's good that you did your stand-up show, your one-man show.
Yeah, man, that was great, man.
Actually, to be honest, right, when you said you were going to do comedy in the very, very beginning, that came as a shock to me. I thought, this is a hard game. And you're so quiet.
Yeah.
If it was him.
Growing up as a little kid, you're so quiet.
If you said Tyler was going to do comedy.
It makes sense.
Because he's funny all the time.
Sorry, hold on, what?
No.
That night, when you put the mic down and the crowd stood up, I just thought, man, I'm so proud I could have just got up on the stage and bow for you.
I have a great relationship with my dad. My dad always gives me the hard-hitting advice, whether or not it's something I want to hear or it's easy to hear. He doesn't care. The truth is the truth, and he won't spare me from it. You know, my dad's given me so much advice. Like, people feel like because my mum is a comic that she's the only one that has any kind of imprint on my career. But my dad has given me so much advice that has just taken me through. So when my dad speaks, always listen. Always listen.